All right, happy Friday night, everybody. Hope everybody had a great week. Had a different feel to it this week, right? We hadn't talked a whole lot about UCF versus the BYU game and everything else that was leading up to it. Are we worried about a little crowd letdown Saturday at Jones Stadium? I don't know. You guys tell us. We got a lot of stuff to get to tonight. Your Texas Tech UCF score predictions. Also tonight, give us fake reasons to hate UCF. We have no past history with these people. There's really nothing about them that I can see that would give anybody reason to just have sports hate. We need fake reasons to hate UCF. I don't know about you. I read on the internet that it was several UCF alums who helped break up the Beatles. I don't know that that's factual, but I think I read it on the internet. Give us reasons to hate UCF. Build up some hate. Most Texan thing you've done this week, and anything else that's on your mind. Give us a lot of your score predictions tonight. Let's get it going tonight. Here we go. Product placement. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, how about that? It's pretty nice. On an incredibly warm West Texas Friday night in mid-November, we get this thing going in 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, Raiderland.com. You start your day with us every day. There on the website, we give you the question of the day. We also give you the Raiderland hot links brought to you each day by Jackson Brothers Meat Locker in Post, Texas. Generation strong. West Texas legends. They can handle all your meat processing. Obviously, they have great meats and cheeses and everything else. Go to their website, Jackson Brothers Meat Locker in Post, Texas. They ship to you for your next tailgate, for your holiday parties, gifts, anything else. They're the ones to go to. But go to their website and tell them thanks for supporting us here in Raiderland. We're all coming to you tonight from the Hat Creek Interior Studios. They are putting the customer service back in customer service. They're doing it right. They ship to you. I mean, like white glove delivery type deal. No matter where you are, they've got it taken care of for you. You don't have to own a ranch to live like it. Just go to their website, all right? Hatcreek.us. Even if you're in Lubbock, and you can go by the showroom, and I hope you do, 10101 South Slide Road. Just go to their website or go to their Facebook page and tell them thanks for supporting Raiderland. All of the comments coming in tonight on the United Supermarkets chat line here in the Hat Creek Interior Studios. Again, tomorrow, 2:30 kickoff. You wake up, you go, oh, crap, I was supposed to bring this, and this to the tailgate. They got you. And even if all you do is show up and be ice guy, ice. All you got to do is, at most tailgates, be ice guy. And if you show up with bags of ice that you've carried into the tailgate, you're a hero. They can do it. All the other stuff, too. All right. And then finally, brought to you tonight by The Reserve, a culinary tavern. Every time I talk about The Reserve, I want to do it in Norm Hitchke's voice from the old days on the ticket. Now, I can't do Norm. I can't make my voice get the pitch he does. Now, I want to tell you about, it's a culinary tavern. All right. So it's on 103rd and Quaker in Lubbock, Texas. It's a culinary, it's tavern, but culinary. Now, culinary means food. So go with me here. Food tavern. That's what we're doing. I can't do Norm Hitchkes anymore. Golly. That's thing. All right. If you can't go to the game tomorrow, they've got great brunch Saturday and Sunday. And they got a new bruschetta plate that they put out that my wife wants to have. So I figure we'll be having that fairly soon there at the Reserve, a culinary tavern. Great supporters of Texas Tech. The games are always on there. It's not a sports bar, all right? But they got TVs and electricity and everything else. You can watch the games, and the acoustics are so good, you can actually hear the announcers talk. Let's get it going on the comment line and chat line. Thanks to United Supermarkets. Prediction time. I'll give you mine here in a bit for Tech UCF. Give us fake reasons to hate UCF. All right? Most Texan thing you've done this week, and are we worried about a crowd letdown? I'm not worried about the team, but it's hard to gear up after game day and everything else last week. And I'm intrigued to see what the level of vitriol is going to be come Saturday afternoon at 2:30. So let's get it going. On the United Supermarkets chat line, YouTube, Ryan Heights Raiderland, free. Subscribe, share, like it. Get us to 700 by the end of the weekend. Tim wants to know, do you know any fly fishing guides in Red River, New Mexico? Not only do we know them, we highly recommend them. Jeff Fagan is who you need to talk to. Jeff Fagan, he is the official fly guide out of Red River for Ryan Heights Raiderland. I've known him for a lot of years. He can get you on great water. And I don't know what your expertise level is, but whether you have never fly fished before or you are an expert fly fisherman, Jeff Fagan is going to be able to put you on the right water, right gear, and everything else. And it's still good fly fishing right now if you're talking about going up to Red River right now. So get a hold of Jeff Fagan, Fagan's Guided Fly Fishing out of Red River. You're going to be a happy man. James, thumbs up. Robert, Texas Tech 45 UCF or IUCF, International University of Central Florida. Have you thought about pursuing a career in medical coding? The International University of Central Florida is for you. 4510 is really close to mine, by the way. Good call there on that by Robert. About to make the dogs bark. Why? Now I got to figure out who let the dogs out. James on the score prediction tonight, Tech 56-10. Dude, I hope you're right. That is way over where I have it. Joe is watching the podcast and the show, the daily broadcast, while waiting for tip-off at the USA Tech Men, Oakland, about 7:30, I think, is what I heard. Mark Finkner filling in for Jeff Haxton, who's doing soccer, who's doing stuff. And I've been there. It's all crazy. So they were trying to get, did I hear Finkner right say they were like trying to get the volleyball tape lines off the court? I don't know. I got confused. Had to feed the dogs. They're outside. Meanwhile, at Raiderland World Headquarters, Ryan gets in on Facebook. So we got you on Facebook. Ryan Heights Raiderland. Everybody should be following us there. YouTube, Ryan Heights Raiderland, easy, free, 700 subscribers. And Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media. He goes Tech 38-13. You're knocking on the door on my score. You're in the neighborhood right there on that. So give me the game script on this game. What do you think is going to happen? How it's going to play out? Everybody who's on here right now, hit like, share. I don't care what platform you're on. Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media. It doesn't matter. Hit share, invite people in. So what's the game script? You have two main game scripts that you have competing against each other a little bit. One is you've got to win the game, all right? Against a one-win Big 12 team with a really nice defense, really good defensive ends, in an offense where you don't even know if their quarterback's going to start. And the offense is not good. But you got to win the game. Nothing matters, everything we've talked about, nothing matters if you don't win this game and don't beat West Virginia in a couple of weeks there in Morgantown. So you got to do that. Then you also have a quarterback who's got a broken leg. Now, you can tell me that it's a hairline fracture. All right? Hairline fracture. Fracture, that's still broke. So you got to protect him. So how do you work against that you've got to get to a certain level, I think, of lead, and then get him the hell out of the game, talking about Baron Morton, and then you got to go win. Do you need style points this weekend? I would say no, because the committee knows that you've got a quarterback playing on one leg, that all you got to do is win and get to the Big 12 title game. So we said last week, all you had to do was beat BYU, and the style points would be beating BYU. A 7-8 matchup in the college football playoff rankings. You did that. That was great. I would submit tonight, as I've thought about it all week, I don't think it really matters how much you win by. I think you should cover, and I'm going to issue a game score where I think you cover. But that's about all you got to do. Because if you are undefeated going into the Big 12 title game and you win, you're going to be third in the college football playoff rankings. You're going to get a bye. If you lose the title game, if you win these two games and you lose the title game, you're going to be about 10, 9, 10, somewhere in there, and you're going to get in. You don't have to have the style points now because I believe at 12-1, if you win the Big 12, certainly I think you get that third seed. So there is a game script tomorrow where you want to see Tech get up quickly if possible by 2 to 3 scores, and then you get Baron Morton out. My number would be 17-0. That if in the second quarter that this defense suffocates a substandard UCF offense, that if you can get to 17 points, you get Baron Morton the hell out of there, you give it to Mitch Griffiths, and you go play football from there. When do you put him back in? 1-score game, 10 points? I don't know. But I get him the hell out of there. That the ideal thing to me would be, and if you win the toss, all right, if you win the toss, don't defer. Now, we could argue about this. The defer people would say your defense is so good, kick off to the 25, make them punt short field, you get the ball around midfield, you go, you get a field goal or a touchdown on the first possession. Or you think, all right, hey, let's, we win the toss, we're going to go, we want to put points on the board in the first half and not have our quarterback out there in the second half. The whole idea of the defer is to have the ball to begin the second half. And you know the lay of the land, the game score, game script, weather, anything else. I kind of lean to take the ball first. I could be talked out of it. If my assistant coaches were really good and talked me out of it, I could be talked out of it. Typically, though, I just want the ball first. I really do. Hold on. Did we get that one in? Ryan says 38-13. I'd take it. Drive it like you stole it. James on Facebook. Fake reason against UCF. You stole your mascot from the Chicago Bulls. They did? UCF is the Knights. They're the Knights. Not the Bulls. South Florida's the Bulls. But that would be a fake reason. JC, you need the brilliant Gordon Keith for fake Norm. True. Nobody does it better than Gordon Keith. Fake outrage at a directional school. Claim fake Space City, but I ain't going to defend Houston. See, that's wrong, yeah. They got that Space City thing going on with them in Houston or anything else, and Cape Canaveral and stuff and whatever. I don't know how that plays into I Dream of Jeannie and Major Nelson, but it probably does, some form or fashion. We're asking tonight. We don't have any real reason to hate UCF. We need fake reasons. Give us fake reasons to hate UCF this weekend for a short term. Most Texan thing you did this week, prediction time, Tech, UCF. I say 17-point lead. Morton's out. Don't see him again. Let's go back to the United Supermarkets chat line and visit with folks. Just win and make sure nobody gets hurt. Well, yeah. Okay. Hi there. Every week, Glenn can just load that in. Hey, just win. Make sure nobody gets hurt. Yeah, we do that. That's good. Give me more than that. You're better than that. You guys are better than that comment. You really, truly are. I expect more. Getting word that my wife has bought a Christmas tree tonight. So we got another Christmas tree coming in. Know what we're doing Sunday ain't going to happen on Saturday. Joe, 17-21 point lead, get Morton out. Yeah, I'm good 17. Hell, with this defense, if you got a 14 on a pedestrian offense, truly a bad offense like UCF, I might even do it then. If I've realized, thank you, Nats. Appreciate the Nats in the office. I can get behind 14 points if the defense is just smothering them. Glenn, say score on every possession in the first quarter. Well, yeah, so if you could get 3 possessions, and to do that, you got to get the kick, go score, kick back, boom, boom, and you get the last possession in the quarter. Hard to do even in college football. Definitely in pro football. James, sorry on the mascot comment. That's how much I don't pay attention to UCF. There he goes. Now that is beautiful. That he has so much fake hate for UCF. He thought their mascot was South Florida and the Bulls. It's beautiful. JC Double T. Agree with no style points needed. Tech scores early and often. Backup quarterbacks, plural. Backup quarterback. I don't think you're going to have backup quarterbacks. I don't think you get the kid from Friendship in. Get a few late, as does UCF. 38 to 10-ish on the score. Now, Griffiths is the only guy who needs to play tomorrow in backup, and here's why. Heaven forbid anything happen to Morton tomorrow, West Virginia, whatever. It's Griffiths. So he gets every snap from here on out. That if you got to go beyond that, it ain't going to matter. Okay. It's just, I put Jacob Rodriguez back there at quarterback. He wins the Heisman Trophy by running the sprint option. But no, you don't go any deeper than that. We're ready for a 70s Santa backdrop. Have someone from late great folks. We are ready for the 70. Oh, the Happy Santa. Oh, Happy Santa's in the wings. Happy Santa's ready to go. I mean, we're gonna Christmas it up here in the Raiderland studios like you can't believe. Freaking love Christmas, man. I've been buying Christmas decorations and stuff for the last several weeks. We do it right here at Raiderland World Headquarters. Trust me. Yeah, Happy Santa's going to be there. 100%. All right. I'll give you my score. I want more fake reasons to hate UCF. Fake reasons to hate UCF. I heard that it was a bunch of UCF graduates who wrote in and got Northern Exposure canceled on network TV. That's what I heard. Also, here they put beans in all their chili. And they refuse at any high school football stadium to serve Frito pie in a bag. That it has to be in a recyclable container. That's what I hear about them. Could be fake reasons to hate UCF. Most Texan thing you did this week, brought to you by the people at Hat Creek Interiors. We're in the Hat Creek Interiors studios. Guys, be careful if you go to their website, hatcreek.us, or their Facebook page. They put a couple of pictures out this week of desks they have. So I'm a desk junkie. I'm a desk freak. And I see those desks and I'm like, I need that desk. Now you would be maybe shocked to find out the desk I actually use, because I love it and it's been in my family since the 1940s. I may tell that story sometime. But if I ever replace it, it's going to be one of the desks. They already had Creek Interiors. Holy cow. Good stuff. Just, tell the wife, really, I don't need anything for Christmas. Just let me go to Hat Creek Interiors, hatcreek.us. Let me get this desk. Life is good. We're good. All right. So I said I want to get Morton out at 17-0, 17-point lead. 21-3, whatever, where you can get to. Now you got to get there. And again, this is a good defense. The front, the defensive ends, be prepared. They're going to bring some pass rush. I think they're going to have some heat on Morton. He's going to have to get rid of the ball quick, get it out quick. Don't screw around like you did against BYU, Barron. Just take the L, and it's okay, because you got a really good defense and a really good offense. You can still make a good play the next one. But I do think Texas Tech gets there throughout the day. I've got it 42-17 right now. I've got it 42-17. I think Texas Tech can wear down that defense just a little bit. I think you can get the run game going. I really feel like I need to see the offensive line make a statement game here on senior day at the end of the year. Last time you're going to play in front of this crowd. And I think these guys have an affinity for Lubbock in this crowd. Short time, long time. That I really feel like they want to do something for this crowd, knowing it's probably the last time you play in front of them. I like it 42-17. The biggest thing I can't gauge on this is, where is UCF? Are they coming in thinking we can derail and absolutely upset a beautiful season for Texas Tech? Or are they going, God, we just want this over with? That's the hardest thing, the last game or two of a season of a team that's not doing well. And that's why I think you got to get up on them early. That's why I like getting the ball early. Although, again, you can make the case, you win the toss, let the defense just hammer them and make them hate life and say, we're not going to score a single point, then get the ball at midfield. I don't know. Either way, good for that. But I like it 42-17. I would take that. You get Morton out when you're up 2.5 scores. You go from there. And then run the football and, let Griffiths throw it around a little bit if you need to. But I think that's where we end up tomorrow. It'd be interesting. Back to the United Supermarkets chat line here in the Hatton Creek Interior Studios. UCF students play Mickey Mouse at a local amusement park in their swamp and enjoy it. Well, that's enough right there. James, I heard UCF only uses paper straws with a potential drink sponsor. That's horrible. I mean, that's like de Blasio in New York City. Glenn, I heard UCF wants to ban pickup trucks on campus. I heard that too. Can't remember where I heard it. Sounds legit. I don't think it's AI. Glenn, I think you're probably right. Yeah, no pickup trucks. We can't abide by that. Steve, they need 3 letters in their logo so they can work on their alphabet skills. You gotta hate that. Jim jumping in. 32-3 Flatlanders are usually a pain in the ass at my office. Floridians. Oh, Floridians. I'm sorry. Floridian. I was reading that Flatlander. I was like, what? Floridians. Tell me more about these Floridians who are a pain in the ass in your office. I want to know more about this. 32-3. I also want to know how we get that scoregami, because I don't think Tech's ever played a game 32-3. I'm here for it. If they can get it done, you give me that. Fake reasons we're talking about tonight, why Tech fans should hate UCF, because we have no real reasons. To the UCF people watching, we have nothing but respect for you. I mean, nothing but respect. The same respect that, Lou Holtz had at Notre Dame playing Little Sisters of the Poor. Nothing but respect. I got nothing against. I don't know that much against UCF, other than one of my media friends in the early 90s, Neil Beasley, played wide receiver in the 80s at UCF. The fastest white guy I think I know. No, that's not true. I knew 2 guys that ran 10-3s. Anyhow, 3rd fastest white guy I know, Neil Beasley, KLBK sports director in the mid-90s. Great guy. UCF wide receiver. Worked for Fox Sports for years out of Dallas. Good people. I can't gin up anything against you UCF people, man. Neil also had fast kids. One of them ran track at Rice. It was on their sprint relay and a mile relay as well. Joseph, fake reason UCF beat up the Sisters of the Poor and claimed a national championship. I heard that. I read that somewhere. I think it's true. Also, they were instrumental in breaking up the Eagles and keeping them from touring in the 1980s. I know I read that. Broke up the freaking Beatles, broke up the Eagles. The Beatles and the Eagles. The Beagles. Horrible people down there. Space City. Ain't no Space City. All right, we got a few more minutes left. Give me your score predictions. I got it 42-17. I feel pretty good about that. The total, and not the total, but the spread right now is about 23.5, 24, depending on where you're looking. I think that's a really fair number. I think maybe I've got it to the over on this, depending on where you're looking, at 42-17. But I want Morton out of there as early as possible. All right? You ought to be able to dictate with the offensive line. This is a day where the offensive line, to me, could really come in after you get Morton out. If you can get him out, and say, all right, we got this game for you, Mitch. We got this game. We're going to give it to the running backs. We're going to grind down UCF. We are going to go on 9, 10, 12 play scoring drives, running the football, and we're going to get out of here and we're going to take the open date and go to West Virginia. James getting in. Every Friday we have one standing order around here. What's the most Texan thing you did this week? Could be anything. Most Texan thing, my wife made an excellent enchilada soup. More details, tell me more. You know, we love pozole, we love tortilla soup, taco soup. Give me a freaking taco. But the enchilada soup, I'm intrigued here. What do we got going on there? This could be good. Joseph on Facebook. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on Facebook. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on YouTube. On YouTube, hit like and share. Invite people in. Let's get to 700 this weekend. Facebook, same thing. Everybody should be on Facebook because we have a lot of fun on Facebook doing a couple of different things. And one thing that's really blown up on Facebook is our daily dose of West Texas. We put out a picture each night after this is all said and done, and it's your daily dose of West Texas. Never know what it might be. Man, we put a picture of old Gardski's Loft, the restaurant, earlier this week. I'm going to retire and just put pictures of old Lubbock restaurants on Facebook. 41-13. They broke up the Pac-12. Oh, wait, that was good. Sons of guns, they broke up the Pac-12. And just so nobody complains that I slugged it and I put it in the headline, I am a little worried about the crowd tomorrow. It's going to be sold out. The people are going to be there, but it's really hard to duplicate the energy and everything from last week. And I got a feeling tomorrow, get ready for it, it's going to be a crowd that's kind of sitting around waiting for the team to give them a reason to get involved versus a crowd that's going to give the team a reason to get involved. Now, we can sit here and talk about it here, and you guys can go out there in the crowd of 60,000 and do your best, but I really think that's going to be a little bit of what we see tomorrow. So don't freak out. Don't freak out. It'll be fine. Going to be a big crowd, sold out, but I do think it's going to be a little bit of a crowd kind of sitting on their hands going, bring us your finest meats and cheeses. Show us more of this stuff you did, as opposed to just being livid like they were at the beginning of the game last week. Hard to do until you get used to doing that each week. And I want that to happen for Texas Tech. It takes a while. That you're used to playing 3 or 4 games every year like the BYU game. I think it took Lubbock until about Tuesday or Wednesday to get over the hangover of the game. Seriously, I mean, like, it was a sleepy town for a little while. So tomorrow, I will not be surprised. It's going to be hot, by the way, for November. Like almost 90 degrees at kickoff. It's going to be warm. 2:30. So if you're not at the game, if you're watching, do not be surprised if you're going, wow, man, the crowd just doesn't seem to be into it. And then if you're watching on TV, it's being called by Tim Brando, so there's no way of knowing that what you're being told is actually true or factual. Did I say that out loud? I don't know if I did that or not. That would be so Bush League of me to do that. Glenn, Texan thing, sold my truck, signed the title over on the tailgate. Bingo, we got a winner right there. That's like a scene out of Landman. By the way, how many people are fired up? Landman. You know who's going to be in there, right? You know who's going to be on the series this fall? This coming up deal. Watch out, mijo. They come for you next. That's right. We got Sam Elliott, man. Sam freaking Elliott jumping in on Landman year 2. I really thought 1883 was going to be like the private letter to all of us saying, hey, thanks. But no, now we got Sam Elliott coming in on Landman. Will I watch now more than before? Because I had problems with Landman at the beginning. It's over the top. It's way over the top. I know Landmen. I mean, like people who really do it for a job. Not a single one of them have ever been pistol whipped by the cartels. All right. Love Taylor, Sheridan, everything else. But man, if you're giving me Sam freaking Elliott, of course I'm going to be watching. Why would we not? All right, I got it 42-17. Get Morton out 17-0 somewhere in through there. Fake reasons to hate UCF. You can continue to do that on our Twitter feed, on a Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media. I want you guys to go to our sponsors tonight. The Power of Five. 5 people every broadcast. United Supermarkets, The Reserve, a culinary tavern, Jackson Brothers Meat Locker down in Post, and Hat Creek Interiors. They're all on Facebook. I want 5 people right now who enjoy this show to go there and tell them thanks for supporting what we do in Raiderland. We appreciate you, and we can't wait to shop with you and, buy your products and everything else. 5 people. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Don't let somebody else carry the water. You guys can do it yourselves. Whether you're watching live or on the replay tonight, don't matter. It's cool. Tomorrow, Live Life Well Clinic, Lubbock, bringing you Raiderland Rewind. Will be 30 minutes after the game, and we'll recap everything that takes place at Jones Stadium with Space City Boys and the Red Raiders. We're going to be on Twitter tonight. You can hit us on there. For those of you who share anything and like stuff and do stuff for our sponsors, tell us about it. Whether on Facebook, tag us when you go to their page. That's cool. Or on Facebook, YouTube, Facebook. What are we on? On Twitter X, you can hit us there. It's all good. You guys are the best audience out there. You're the best audience because you respect and thank the sponsors, and not just this show, but the shows you love. Make sure you take care of them. Otherwise, you won't have the shows that you love. Can't wait to get out there and see what my Christmas tree looks like here in just a few minutes. And who knows what else will happen tonight. But yeah, share it. Get people in. We'll post this on the website here in just a little bit. And it's a big Friday night here in Raiderland. So thanks for being out there. And everything we do is waiting for you at theraiderland.com.